Okay, so get this. Imagine something in space, right? But it's 140 times bigger than our entire Milky Way.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're not even talking about a cluster of stars, not even a nebula or anything like that.
Okay.
This is about black hole jets, and we're diving deep into the most massive ones ever found.
See, what's wild is we always think of black holes like these cosmic vacuum cleaners just sucking up everything around them.
Right, right.
But they can actually shoot out matter and energy with crazy force. That's where these jets come in.
So we're looking at this Ars Technica article about a discovery that's got everyone talking.
Yep.
It's about these record-breaking black hole jets called Porphyrion. What's up with that name?
Well, Porphyrion was this giant from Greek mythology known for, you guessed it, being absolutely massive and super strong.
Right.
And these jets, they totally live up to the name. Picture this. Light traveling at, well, the speed of light for 23 million years.
Ugh, my brain.
That's how huge these things are.
23 million light years. That's just, I can't
Yeah.
even, the article says these jets are basically like giant particle accelerators.
Yeah.
How does that even work?
It's all about what's happening around a black hole. Picture this swirling, chaotic vortex of gas and dust, heated to millions of degrees, all spiraling in towards the black hole.
Okay, okay.
But here's the thing. Not all of it gets sucked in. Some gets caught in these crazy strong magnetic fields and boom, shot out at almost the speed of light.
Like a cosmic cannon.
Exactly.
So we're talking electrons, protons, even stuff from inside atoms, all being flung across space at ridiculous speeds.
You got it. And all those particles, they carry a mind-blowing amount of energy.
How much are we talking?
10 to the power of 55 joules.
I don't even...
It's like, imagine every star in the universe.
Trillions and trillions.
All of them exploding at the exact same time. That's the kind of energy we're talking about here.
Okay, seriously. That's insane. But with that much energy blasting out, these jets must have a huge impact on, well, everything around them.
Absolutely. It's like aiming a fire hose
Yeah.
at like a sandcastle. These jets heat up and push away all that gas and dust around them. And that has huge consequences for how galaxies actually live and die.
Because that gas and dust is like the building blocks for stars, right?
Exactly.
So these jets can actually stop stars from forming by just blowing away all that star stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
But you said these jets can travel millions of light years, right? Like, what happens when they hit other galaxies? Do they, like, kickstart star formation over there?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
It's like these jets are carrying the ingredients for stars across space.
Whoa.
They might be able to jumpstart star birth in places that were totally quiet before, like changing how galaxies evolve over millions and millions of years.
So they're like these tiny little things that have a huge impact on the universe, huh?
Exactly. It's incredible.
Totally. But there's something else in the article that really got to me. We almost miss these giant jets completely.
Really?
They're huge, powerful, but also, like, surprisingly faint.
It's true. It took some seriously cutting-edge tech and some real detective work to even find them.
Okay, I need the simple version. How do you even find something that faint when it's so unbelievably far away?
All right, so astronomers use this network of radio telescopes, right? It's called LOFAR, the Low Frequency Array.
Catchy.
Right. They used it to try and pick up these super faint radio waves coming from way out there.
Yeah.
But even then, the signal was basically drowned out by all the noise of space.
No, what'd they do?
They brought in the big guns, machine learning. They basically trained computers to pick out patterns and filter out all that background noise. Oh, and get this, they had help.
From who?
Citizen scientists.
No way.
Yep, volunteers from all over the world pitched in, donating their time and their computer's processing power to help analyze all that data.
That's so cool. So they finally find the super faint thing. And then on top of that, the article says its shape is another weird thing about it.
Oh yeah, you're right. And that tells us something important about where these jets are traveling. Because space isn't actually empty.
Right. Space dust and stuff.
Exactly. There's gas, dust, all sorts of particles, all spread out in this, like, cosmic web. It's like a giant scaffolding holding the universe together.
The cosmic web, I've heard of that, but it's always seemed kind of, I don't know, abstract.
Okay, picture a spider web. But instead of sticky threads, it's made of this mysterious stuff called dark matter. We can't even see it directly.
Oh.
These dark matter filaments, they stretch across the entire universe, connecting galaxies and everything. Now, if Porphyrion's jets were trying to go through a super crowded part of this web, they'd get all bent out of shape by gravity.
Right.
But these jets, laser straight, like, it's crazy. And that tells us they must be traveling through a pretty empty part of space, maybe even a void in this cosmic web.
So they just get to zoom right through.
Pretty much.
So Porphyrion isn't just like breaking records. It's actually showing us how the universe is structured. These filaments, these voids. That's amazing.
It really is. It's like
Yeah.
this faint little thing is showing us the biggest structures in existence. And it makes you wonder, what if these massive black hole jets were way more common back when the universe was young?
The early universe, you mean like when galaxies were first forming?
Exactly. Back then, everything was way more intense. Galaxies were closer together. Black holes were way more active.
And shooting out jets like crazy.
You got it.
Are you saying you think these jets could have shaped the entire universe into what we see today?
It's definitely a possibility. Imagine these powerful jets blasting through the early universe, moving matter around, maybe even causing entire galaxies to form. Isn't that a crazy thought?
It's crazy, right? And these jets are so faint now, but they could have been like the big deciders in the early universe.
Totally.
Like cosmic gardeners, just shaping galaxies as they go.
I like that, cosmic gardeners. And it makes you think, if these jets can change galaxies from so far away, what does that mean for our galaxy, the Milky Way?
Yeah. Oh, okay. What does it mean?
Like, what if some of the stuff that makes up our solar system, even Earth,
Mm.
what if it came from a black hole jet millions of light years away?
Wait, hold on. Are you saying some of the atoms, like in me right now,
Right.
could have been part of a black hole jet?
Maybe, but it's pretty hard to know for sure, right?
Yeah. How could we even prove that?
Well, we got to study the jets themselves, see what they're made of, what elements, what ratios,
Right.
and then compare that to what we see in our own galaxy, like cosmic fingerprinting.
So you could trace like the history of stuff in our own cosmic backyard all the way back to one of these jets.
Exactly. It's like everything's connected, you know?
That's wild.
We always think of galaxies as these separate things, but this just shows they're talking to each other all the time, even across insane distances.
It's kind of humbling, isn't it?
Yeah.
This little faint jet from who knows where could have been part of how we even got here. Mind-blowing.
It really makes you think about the bigger picture. What we see now is just one tiny moment in billions of years.
Right.
And these jets, they've been a huge part of that story all along.
So where does that leave us? I'm full of questions. What else don't we know about these jets? What other crazy connections are still out there?
That's what I love about science. Every answer just leads to more questions, always something new to explore.
Exactly. And who knows what other discoveries are waiting for us out there? Well, one thing's for sure. We'll be here, ready to dive into them. Until then, thanks for joining us as we explored the awesome power of black hole jets. And remember, keep looking up.